is good, guys? It's JDL. I'm here with Jeff the ref.
Yo, what's good, you guys?
And
James, I don't got no cardigan.
You don't have a cardigan. Jeff, I ordered you a cardigan. It shipped yesterday. It'll be here next week.
All right.
Should we jump into this?
Let's jump right into it.
Today, Jeff and I are reacting to how Will Hernandez spent his first $1 million in the NFL. If you guys don't know, Will Hernandez is a player on the New York Giants, the greatest franchise in all of pro sports. There's no ifs and ups about it, so let's get to the video.
All right, let's jump right into it.
All right, Jeff, what is the only pro NFL team to win a championship in each of the last 4 decades?
Obviously,
It's the New York Giants.
You're setting up for the Giants.
They won in 2010s,
Okay.
the 2000s, the 90s, and the 80s.
All right.
No one else can say that. So consistency-wise,
Best team.
best team.
In the NFL. Okay.
Like, forget that we've had the worst record over the last 4 seasons or 3 seasons, whatever it is. Like, forget about that. Let's start the video.
Let's start the video.
First million, take one. Hey everyone, this is Will Hernandez, and this is how I spat and saved my first million. I was a bouncer at a nightclub downtown in El Paso, Texas. I made a good, honest $10 an hour.
Wait, let's look at this dude's resume real quick. His resume is bouncer, NFL player.
Two totally different jobs.
Yeah, way different job. I mean, I wouldn't mess with this dude if he was the bouncer, though. I'm guessing this is when he was in college, so he probably wasn't in as good of shape or as big, but he was probably still like an intimidating dude.
Yeah.
Like, they probably had no problems at that club.
I was blessed enough to have a full ride scholarship, so I didn't have any student loans or anything like that. But I did have a debt with the lady that used to live across the street from me. She sold tacos out of her garage. She had her own little business there. My mom would give me money and I'd go eat. And it got to a point where I was going so much that my mom was like, forget it, I'm not giving you any more money. I still wanted to eat, I was hungry, and I went over and I told her, I'm like, hey, I don't have any money, but can we get a tab going or something? That tab piled up. I forgot about it, went off to college. After my first season, I came back. I ended up paying double what I owed.
Dude.
Wholesome.
It gives me chills.
I like this guy.
Yeah, I really like him.
This dude, he grew up not the greatest area. He had a taco debt.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm a great guy. We're paying the taco debt with interest.
Double the payments.
She probably didn't even ask for interest, and he doubled it up.
She's just a sweet lady that's just trying to take care of this kid that likes to eat a lot.
So Will's pretty good. He's probably the second best offensive lineman on the team right now.
Okay.
The Giants just drafted a lineman with like a top 5 pick. We'll see if Will's better than him or not. But so at worst, he's the 3rd worst on our line. At best, he's 2nd behind Zeitler. And he is a fan favorite. A lot of Giants fans like him. So happy to see him get the money.
Is this a fat contract for the NFL?
I mean, it's his rookie 2nd-year contract. I feel like that's pretty good. $7 million,
I got to make sure I got enough before I buy this. I got to make sure I have enough in my account before I buy that. It was just another one of those times. I checked my account, woke up, and boom. I seen maybe 1 comma throughout my whole college career. And I wake up and now I got 2 in there.
That was like a nice subtle flex. It was like, I used to have 1 comma on my account. I got 2 of them things now.
Going from 1 comma to 2 commas is
That's
insane.
a huge difference, yeah.
Saving money was very important to me from the very beginning. My current strategy right now is 1, being diversified, and 2, saving 70% or even more.
Wow.
I did buy a few things
so he's a
that,
boss.
Probably weren't necessary. It's very important to save your money. But this is how I spent my first million.
All right, now finally we're at the meat of the
So
video.
the very first thing I bought, and this is something I've always wanted to buy for my family, it was a house for them. It was our family home. I bought the house in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Looks like a nice house.
Up there, so I wanted to, keep everybody together,
Texas?
and I just
It's in Nevada.
I in Las Vegas, Nevada. If I ended up saying how much the house was right now, this interview would probably be over right now.
Wait, so he spent all of his first million on a house?
So the episode's over. But
So
there's
the episode's
16,
over.
16 more minutes on
There's
this
12 minutes left.
This was something, as soon as I was able to do for him, I did.
Respect.
Yeah.
All right, so
I always wanted a bidet. The bidets are like these toilets that
I don't like
require
bidets.
no
You don't like
toilet paper.
bidets?
dude, maybe I just never got used to it.
First time.
Tried it like
At a
twice.
casino
Just,
here
I don't
in
like the way
Las
it
Vegas,
feels.
and I was like, hell yeah! Like I want one of these.
Cleanliness.
No toilet paper.
Facts, you're
Think
right.
about the investments. All that toilet paper money going right towards the investments. The toilet was around $4,500, but very worth the investment. Again, not an expense. It's an investment.
Are you buying that? I know you can get a bidet for way cheaper than that.
For sure.
He probably has the nicest bidet of all time,
Oh,
though.
he has a bidet made out of gold.
He probably has like a Versace bidet.
Versace bidet.
Wait, bro, he was like, yeah, this pays off my toilet paper expenses. Like, I'm trying to think, how much money do you think people spend on toilet paper every year?
Alright, so
like, how much is one of those like 16 packs?
I think maybe like
$20.
$20, right? So you probably need
and you probably go through what, one of those every 2 months?
2 months, yeah, I'd say about that.
So every year you probably only spend like $120 on toilet paper.
There's no way that, and you still gotta buy toilet paper.
So then after 10 years you're at like $1,200 on toilet paper. No, so after like 40 years this thing pays itself back.
Which is, well, you still gotta buy toilet paper.
He's gonna buy a new house before he reaps the reimbursement of the bidet. And it's not like you can't not have any toilet. Like, I'm sorry, if you own a bidet, you still need to own toilet paper.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you can't not have any toilet paper in your house. Exactly. Is the way I feel.
Toilet, $4,500. Well spent.
I can't believe that was his first in this. You know what I mean?
The GTR.
I'm a big dude. I'm not that fast. I want to be able to go fast. So I bought a GTR 35. I would say that was my next biggest purchase. The GTR came out to $115,000.
Okay.
The thing about the GTR,
115.
Very fast, but also very silent. So GTR 115,000.
Yeah, Team Tesla. I feel like, you know, if you're gonna get a sports car,
what would you get? For 115,000, you got a sports car. What would you get?
Oh, I'd get a 911.
I know, you would get a 911.
It's like, why would I get anything else? All right, agree or disagree? You have 100K, you have 115K to spend, and you have to get a sports car. Which one are you getting?
At one point in my life, I would get a GTR, but right now, for sure, 100% a Tesla Model S. Or even X.
A truck. Damn, Tyler Hero got his dad a truck too.
My dad a truck.
It seems to be a truck.
Yeah,
he's been driving his
you get the mom the nice, cool sports car, and you get the dad a truck.
Chevy Silverado 2018 Black Widow edition. Truck for pops, $68,000.
68. He hasn't bought his mom anything yet, right?
The house, I guess.
The house.
Batman?
I'm very into superheroes. I'm comic books. One day, you know, I was just strolling by New York City, saw a comic book store, went in there, and there just happened to be a life-size 6'5" Batman action figure. I was like, wow, that would look awesome in my living room. You know, I went, picked it out, grabbed it, $3,000, and took it back to my place.
That is. I love this photo. This looks like it was taken in a fraternity house. It's like plain beige white walls and an American flag.
If you realize that same pose he has right now is the same pose he took in front of his house when he bought his house. This is.
Dude, he's got one happy pose. He's got the.
Yeah.
I'm a bad.
Every single time he makes a dope purchase, he takes that photo.
Bro, he's so like muscular. He's making Batman look skinny. Infinity Gauntlet.
One more random item that I got was the Infinity Gauntlet. I actually have it right here.
Oh my God.
He brought it with him.
Take this thing everywhere with me.
Can you wear
I saw it. I was all like, wow, this is awesome. It's actually real steel. You know, it has a big rubber glove in there, so you can actually put your hand in there and actually move these things around. Infinity Gauntlet.
Put it on.
Me up $1,000.
How could he not put it on?
But it was another one very well spent, and it looks very nice in my kitchen.
I love this dude. He gets out of bed in the morning. He's going to go get his coffee. He goes to the living room. There's just a life-size Batman. Then he goes in the kitchen. There's just Infinity Gauntlet.
The very last car that I bought was a 5.0 Mustang Convertible for my little sister. Mustang, $45,000.
All right. Clothing.
So I've never been too much into fashion and expensive clothes.
I think he and Tyler Hero need to go on a shopping trip together.
For real.
Like Tyler, maybe some more Batman, and him maybe some more clothes.
Bro, how much did Tyler Hero spend? Like
$85K on Dior.
I would say I spent around $20,000 in suits, for game day, in nice jeans and shirts and things that I can wear to these events and conventions and NFL parties.
Didn't look like he spent
clothes, $20,000.
A lot on designer. He just kind of spent it on clothes he needed.
He probably bought his I'm sure the NFL is you must come to the game in a suit or something. So he's like, all right, I'll just buy 3 suits and call it a day.
I had recently just gotten into sushi, and I kept hearing from the guys
on
the team that Nobu was the spot to go to. So I went down there, took my family with me, and I've never been to this place before, and I was very, very hungry when we got there that night. I get there and I'm looking through the menu, I'm just ordering random things off the menu. All of a sudden, I have like 10, 12 plates in front of me. The bill was, for the 4 of us, around $3,000.
$3,000
For 4 people. He had a meal so expensive he had to put it in this video. That's nutty.
That's crazy.
I'm guessing they got drinks too, but still. Maybe not. I know Nobu's really expensive. I've never been.
Everybody knows about the rookie dinner. Eli Manning actually, he invited us all to this really high-end restaurant. So it was all the offensive linemen and the quarterbacks. So there was around like 20 of us. Everybody starts ordering, everybody's eating. I had a great time. And, you know, all of a sudden it's bill time. And, you know, Eli Manning is the one that invited us. So, you know, we're all like, I thought I was just getting invited. The waitress comes and puts the check in front of me. Everybody just starts going, ooh, people are laughing, you know. I'm freaking out because I see, you know, a bunch of food, steaks, wine bottles everywhere. I haven't even gotten paid by the NFL yet. The only money I had was a stipend that I've gotten from my agency, so I'm freaking out. You know, I see the bill, $27,000.
Bro, 27K.
Bro, wait, Eli Manning be doing that to people, huh? You're a quarterback?
Bro, dude, bro.
Quarterback?
Jeff, you gotta understand something. Eli Manning is the highest paid NFL player of all time.
Okay.
You don't be that rich by spending 27K on a meal.
Bro, that's like saying you buy a Ferrari and you don't get valet because that's how you paid for the car.
Exactly,
you save
bro.
money on valet.
You gotta understand, Eli is a certified BOSS.
What's that, boss?
A boss, bro. Super Bowls, cash.
Bro, if you made that much money, would you be doing that?
But dude, it's like a prank. He's like, aha, you're in the NFL now. You got to pay for 27K dinner.
All right. I want to hear what happened.
All of a sudden, I just look up at Eli, and he tells me, "Oh, thanks for dinner, Will." And everybody just starts saying, "Thanks for dinner, Will." I'm trying to see how it even came out to $27,000. And I just see, you know, private room $8,000, wine $4,000, and it looks legit. And I'm like, wow, okay. So I take my credit card out, and I had just enough to cover the bill in my bank account, but that was all the money I had. And, you know, I didn't want to be that guy, and that's when Eli comes up and just starts laughing and says, "Hey man, just messing with you, Will." So like, we already took care of it. It's all good. Everybody starts laughing, and that.
See, I knew it had to be a prank because you don't know the Eli stories. You know, I'm a big Giants fan. I actually knew the story.
Oh, you already
I knew the story, but Eli's known. He was a known prankster back in his day.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a known prankster.
Was he a generous man?
Well, he paid for $27,000 for dinner. I would assume so.
Beyond the story, was he?
He does have charity and stuff.
Okay.
Do not slander the great name of Elijah Manning, or I will kick you out of my house.
Elijah Manning? Is that what?
Elijah Manning. I think his middle name is Nelson.
All right, well, this is how I spent my first million. You know, having it right in front of you definitely makes you think twice about spending it.
Are you happy with how you spent it so far?
Yes, no regrets. Everything that I've ever done is, you know, I try to think about it. You know, I did it, I learned from it. That's it. I don't regret things, I just learn from them.
So, what do you think of Will Hernandez's spending?
Bro, from watching this video, I like this guy a lot. I think that he spent it as one of the better ways, to be honest. Like, clothes wasn't too crazy. His investments were pretty solid.
Honestly, seems like a great guy. I liked it, but I do kind of agree with this comment. Whenever I make a dumb purchase, I see it as an investment. But I will say, I don't think he actually spent his money as smart as Tyler Hero, because it was so wholesome. I feel like we get distracted. I feel like Tyler here, look how much went to savings, investments.
And taxes, though. But we didn't account for taxes
in Will's. So let's see what's next on the athlete one.
Chris Paul?
Chris Paul on the worst money he's ever blown. We could do that next week. PJ Washington's first mill could be a good one. Dwayne Haskins' first mill could be a good one. So we'll do one of those next week. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's look at how athletes spend their money. If you did, leave a like below. Check out Jeff's channel, and peace.